Alright, welcome back. So, I just looked at the board here and we're in a bit of a tight spot. I just realized we did no damage to this salt, and that's a problem. So, our first move here is going to be with this Glimmerdusk Ranger. But really the best use of her time is to kind of move forward. We'll go 1, and we'll go, 1 is fine. Because that way we're in range of Jaunty Toon. And then she can do Sparkle Burst, which costs 2 of her actions, but it's a burst 1 within a range of 8. So I'd say the best place to throw it would be perhaps over here, because that way, or maybe, this would be the best place. Since it's only burst 1, it can only get everything that's immediately adjacent. And that'll get 1, 2, 3, 5 guys. So the Glimmerdusk Ranger, the Sparkle Burst is based off of Dexterity. And her dexterity base is 2 blue, 1 red. And she has a Deadly Dirk and a Burnt Twig, which give her 2 more blue. And then being within Jaunty Toon, another blue. So come on. Those sorrows are free hits. And that's plenty of stuff right there. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. That's a bunch. And a potion. So, that means 1, 2, 3 gone. And these 2 guys will get hit each. And we get a potion. So who's going to take the potion? I think the best place to put it would be onto our Celestial Herald, because hers is defensive. And our minstrel over there is not looking too good. So with the last attack, or the last action here the Glimmerdusk Ranger has, I think she should... oh man, if she had another action, she could Sparkle Burst again over there and that would be something. But we're not so lucky. I think we just get rid of that Mist Hound. It still has 3 health, so I won't actually kill it, but I gotta hope for hearts or something. And 4 stars and a heart. Sweet. So, I would heal the with a flame or the ice that is on the minstrel, because those are 2 immediate problems that we have right now. But I don't want him to accidentally die, so I'll heal a heart for now. And because I killed 3 of those sorrows, she would get 3 threat. And we're gonna take 2 away from the minstrel, and then 1 away from the herald. So that Glimmerdusk Ranger now has the most threat, and the minstrel and the herald do not. We definitely don't want the minstrel getting aggro again and getting hit again. That's the biggest problem here. And since the ranger actually has the most armor, I think, she's better to take all the hits. So you know what? Instead of taking 1 away from the herald, we'll take the 3rd one away from the minstrel. So we'll just take all of the minstrel's threat. That's fine. And because we hit that little wolf, there you go, 2 hits. Okay, so between the herald and the herald and the minstrel, we should activate the herald, because if we activate the minstrel, 1 Jaunty Toon will come off. And because he has ice on him, he can't bring it back up. So that would be a problem. Plus he also has fire, so that'd give him an extra peg of damage, which we do not need. So Herald will get to do something. So let's get her into position here. Let's see. And here's an idea too. If I kill this wolf, that's great. You know, we get 1 guy down. And even if we kill the second one, I think she could do it. But then the herald would be the target of all the attacks. And I don't think I really want that, unless I make her run away afterwards. That's probably the best bet, eh? So let's move the herald 1, 2, just like that. And she is going to do her Divine Arrow. It's the Lance 8 that we've always been using. So her dexterity, 3 blue. Plus her items, the Elvish Rapier and the Elvish Bracelet, and jaunty tune. 1, 2, 3 stars and a heart. That's fantastic. So that heart we shall again take right off the minstrel. And because it's 3 stars, that will damage this guy. Bam, that's his 3 health. Damage this guy. He's not dead. And that because we killed a guy, that's 1 threat away from the ranger and 1 threat onto the herald. So now the herald has 3 and the ranger has 2. So with our last action, I guess we should take out that wolf. Because, I mean, actually, maybe he's not that big of a problem. Well, no, he is. He has 3 health, and we need to just get him away from us. Even though, like, even if we were to get spawn, which would really not be favorable, he would heal up all the way, and then he's just that much closer to us. If he at least spawns back here, I mean, that's more advantageous. And then the sorrows are not a big deal, you know? Let's get this hound out of the way. And, oh, 3 stars, 2 hearts, and a potion. So this potion can go back onto the minstrel. And the 2 hearts, we can heal the last damage that's on the minstrel. And let's heal... It doesn't really matter. Let's heal ice. Because if he gets hit again by Salt's extreme weather, he's just going to get it back again. So it doesn't really matter that much. But I mean, hey, he's temporarily not frozen. So that's cool. And that'll kill that. And that'll take 1 more threat from the ranger onto the herald, which puts her at 4. And now, because she has 4 threat, I know she's going to be the target of everyone. So we need to get her away from this action. So she moved already twice. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's just see what happens there, you know? So that should be it for the hero's turn. We killed more than 3 guys, so we'll get our 3 treasures max. Let's see what we get. Some silk gloves, some armor, and ooh, fizzy beverage. That gives us 1 action point. Well, the gloves should go to the herald. It's 1 red dexterity, and she doesn't have an item in that slot. Then we have armor and the beverage. I think we might want to throw away the armor. As good as it is, I mean, we need more offense to take down Salt, and that's a problem. So, throwing away the armor, and now we have this beverage, which adds an additional action point. That is incredibly valuable. But who to give it to? Well, the Celestial Herald here, I guess we should give it to her. She has right now the most items, or the most dexterity adding items. She has 2 items that give her 1 red, and then the Elvish Bracelet, which gives her a blue. So she's definitely the biggest fighter right now. And she lances all the time, and that's great. So she'll get the fizzy beverage, which will throw away her heart-shaped locket. That's fine. That's our power-up phase. So for the monsters, let's see what we got here. Rush. Move twice, fight once. And of course the order being mini-bosses, and then these Sorrow Elites. And this is actually pretty good for us. I mean, move and rush. Sure, they're all going to go after the Herald and probably get her. But, I mean, this is all we have to deal with on the board, so that's great. So let's see. This Salt here has a movement of 6, and he's got a range of 3. And he has fly, so he just really doesn't care. Hold on. So yeah, we're going to move him. 1, 2, 3. Like that. 1, 2, 3. And yeah, there you go. Line of sight. Because he has fly, so all of this terrain here, he doesn't care. And he's already within sight. And then everyone else moves. So these guys also have fly, and they can move 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are we within line of sight? No. We need 3 range. So 1, 2, there you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and he's fine. 1, 2, 3, yep. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and he's fine. Just like that. Now, well, I was gonna say, even though these brambles and stuff don't count as difficult terrain to them, it might still be important to note that the way that they kind of word the rules is that enemies would not go into difficult terrain unless it's the last thing that's possible for them. But seeing as they ignore it entirely, then I don't think that rule applies. But I'd have to check the rules again. I mean, I haven't seen them in so long. So everyone's moved that can move, and then the fight command happens. So Salt, he gets his wave 2 extreme weather. So wave 2 would only hit the minstrel and nobody else, because wave 2 doesn't get the herald over here. So that's kind of good, but the minstrel is still in a tough spot. Should I drink the potion? That is the question. This would be the only attack he gets. So actually, it's probably, we don't need to. Even if he gets hit by this, it's 1 damage. He'll get ice again, which, sucks, because he's going to be the first one to activate. But, I mean, the strength is going to be 4, and I need to get better than 4, and all it'll give me is 5 blue dice, if I were to add it, because, no, it'll only give me 4 blue dice, so it's probably not going to work out. So, no, we're fine. Let's try this. His base armor, 3, or his base armor 2, with the dirty penny, he gets an extra 1. Yeah, that penny is really going to do wonders for him. Let's try it. Oh, 3. I probably should have drank that potion. Let's just see what would have happened. Yeah, never mind. Forget that. So, he gets hit. Bam. And he gets ice again. Bam. Darn. Darn. But that's fine. So that's his signature action. And then he gets his 2 attacks onto the Herald for strength. And the Herald's defense, she has at least 2 red will for that she can use as a defense. So we might as well use that. Drinking the potion is also not advantageous to us at all. Oh, I just realized that potion is a static star. Darn, I should have done that. Oh well. I thought it was another blue dice. Oh well, here we go. 2 red will. And nope, she gets hit. Once more. And she still gets hit. So she just takes 2 damage right off the bat. And now all these sorrows are going to attack her. And they're within their gang range, so they're using their gang values of 2. So, not hard, right? Okay, 1 defense, second one, defended, third one, defended. Great. So she only took 2 damage from that. And that's it for the enemies. So then it's back to the heroes. Okay. Can you tell it's been a while since I've done these kind of videos? Anywho, so that means the first person who has to activate this turn for the heroes is the minstrel. So when he activates, 1, Jaunty Tune comes off. Up. 2, he takes damage from fire. Burn. Great. And now it's his turn. He can't use any unique actions because that's what ice says. To refresh on that, a model suffering ice may not use unique actions. So that's unique offensive actions or supportive actions. Any of the buttons basically on his card are inoperable. But he can still use potions and things like that. But no buttons. So basically all he can do is attack. If he attacks something, he's got 2 blue, 2 red. And that's it. Which isn't a whole lot. His potion, which does wave 3 knockdown, won't affect Assault because he's just immune to status effects. So that's also not a no. That's a no-go right there. His dexterity is 2 red, So even though he can't use unique actions, he can still do the basic actions that we talked about, like bandaging himself, disarming traps, exploring, picking locks, etc., etc. So he can still do that. And, it might be to my advantage to try and do one of those. Like Vigor. Vigor is a basic action that says that if I do a roll with my armor, and I roll more stars than the number of stat effect tokens on my card, I can remove one of those. So because I have fire and ice, if I roll more than 2, I can remove one of them. And right now my armor is 3. 3 blue dice. And you know what I can actually do? I wonder. I can actually drink the Celestial Herald's Halo Extract potion. Even though it's an emergency potion, it may be used on the console's turn, but that means it also may be used during the hero's turn. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to drink the Celestial Herald potion, and drinking a potion, ergo, gives us a threat. We'll take that from the Herald. So now the Minstrel has 1 static star for armor. So now he'll use Vigor, which then has him to roll, causes him to roll his armor. So his armor is 3, the base 2 plus the dirty penny. And I rolled only a 1. And with the potion, that gives me another 1, but that's 2. I needed 3, so not great. That kind of ruined my plan there, because I was gonna then afterwards activate Jaunty Tune and then, at least have a setup for everyone else. But now I don't really get that. So, oh, and by the way, because Vigor is a support action, that gives him another threat. So he gets 2 threat, and even though he didn't do anything really. But at least he has that armor that's up for everyone. It's an aura, so everyone gets it. Although the only person to really benefit from it is the Glimmerdusk Ranger, because she's the one who uses armor for her defense, whereas the Celestial Herald really doesn't. And if he were to do an attack onto the Salt, he needs to get better than 4 stars, and I don't think he's capable of that right now, no offense. And to disarm the trap, and to do fancy stuff, or disarm the treasure chest, he would need to roll more than, I believe, 3 stars? Yeah, he would need to roll 3 stars, and he only has 2 red dice for his dexterity. And if I even run up there, then really nobody would then benefit from the aura. So I'm really putting myself into a pretty bad corner here. Although, wait, he has Feint. And Feint makes the defense of the enemy 1 star lower. So actually, I probably have good odds of actually at least doing 1 damage to this Salt, because now I have to get 4 stars, not be better than 4 stars. So you know what? We'll try it. We'll test our luck. So his strength, 1 blue, 1 red, plus the ogre mace, plus the brass knuckles, another blue, another red, and that's it. Attacking Salt over here, I get 2 stars. Nope, it is not in the dice. So unfortunately, the Wandering Minstrel wastes his turn, basically, essentially. And darn, that's just not advantageous. I'm going to break the status quo here and say that the Ranger then goes next. And what the Ranger can do is Sparkle Burst right here and get everyone. And that would be great. So Sparkling Burst there. Her dexterity, 2 blue, 1 red. Ah, but wait, but the Celestial Herald has 4. No, this is best, because Celestial Herald right now has 2 damage on her. If you were to do crazy damage and, kill all the guys, you know, that's great, but then that just makes her more of a target. And quite frankly, the Glimmer Dust Ranger could take a hit or two. So that's fair, right? So the armor, or she has the Deadly Dirk and the Bird Twig, which gives her 2 more blue dice. And this is her pool to attack Sparkle Burst right here. And wow, I've got 4 stars and a potion. So that potion can go right back to the Herald, and the 4 stars will clear out these 3 sorrows. So she'll take a bunch of threat tokens for that. So she has 4, and that Celestial Herald has 1. Actually, no, here's an idea. Okay, she's gonna do Herbalist onto the Wandering Minstrel. What Herbalist is, it's a support action, and it helps allies within a range of 6, and it does Remedy. And what Remedy does is heal all status effects, all tokens on their card. So the Wandering Minstrel no longer has fire, he no longer has ice. That's great. No more fire, no more ice. And because she uses a support action, she'll take the last threat token away from the Celestial Herald. So now she has all 5. Great. From there, she is now the prime target, right? And we don't want that Herald getting fire and ice again. That is very bad. So I need to move myself in a way where Salt, if he were to go after the Ranger, he is no longer in range of the Herald here, or not the Herald, excuse me, the Minstrel here for the fire and ice attack. So I think the best way to do that might be to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Does that work? I don't think that does. Let's try that again. I think, you know what, the best way to do that is just kind of run into a corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ugh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Bam. Hopefully that's good enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. So she's just running away. Off into the corner there is where the Glimmer Dust Ranger runs away to. So, whoa, so calm down. Calm down. So that's it for the hero's turn, and we did take out the 3 sorrows right here, so 3 more loot cards. 1, 2, 3. What do we got? We've got an Arcane Tome, we've got more gauntlets, and we got a granite pendant. I think this pendant should go onto the Wandering Minstrel for now. You know, it's +1 blue armor, which really doesn't really help anybody except for maybe the Glimmer Dust Ranger, who, if she were to take attacks right now, you know, it helps because she has, you know, some of the best armor right now. But I think the Minstrel right now is in more need of armor if he were to get hit. Because maybe, you know, even though we moved ourselves just in case the Minstrel, or just in case Salt moves so that he doesn't do fire and ice on the Minstrel again, he could just not move. You know, he could just get straight up attack, and that would suck for us because then the Minstrel is basically the only target. Because the Minstrel and the Herald have 0 threat, so he would attack the closest one. And then we have Arcane Tome for will, and Rusty Gauntlets for armor. Don't need the gauntlets, we already threw away one of them. And this will is good for Herald's defense, but we don't really need defense right now. We need to pierce that Salt and get him out of the way so we can move on to the next tile. So unfortunately we have to throw that away too. So now the card is Spawn. So lo and behold, let's put these guys back on the map. But at least it's just Spawn, you know? So we just take all the Sorrows and the Mist Hounds and we put them right back on the map. You know what? Is this the last time that, how many times has the Salt Pillar done Spawn? Because each time it does, it should deal damage. No, this is only the second time the Spawn the Salt Pillar has done the spawn command, so it still has 1 health point left. Which is actually good in a sense because this way another mini boss doesn't spawn. So hopefully we don't get that again, right? So then it's gonna be back to the heroes. We are in quite a predicament here. Because we still have Salt running around. We have a newly respawned Salt Pillar spawn that only has 1 health left. So if it spawns again, a lot of things are gonna happen. But I think man, we really gotta take out that Salt. That's really what the bottom line is. And the first person who goes next time is the Celestial Herald, who probably has the best odds of doing it with 2 red and 4 blue and 4 action points, which is fantastic. She has the best odds of really taking that thing down. But man, I don't know why we're having such trouble. And also, Salt has 7 health. 7 health and 4-star armor. That's not great. Man, maybe I should have picked a different mini-boss, but oh well. In for a penny, in for your whole life.